Sydney Street and Bell Boulevard, it's been the site of Reid's Dairy for decades. The Quinte family came to Canada in 1951, and Reid's Dairy has been part of this foundation of this city for more than a century, if you can believe it. They've got the Toonie Tornadoes, the ice cream, the shakes, everything that just makes you think it's time for summer. Today, on Oh That's Good, Stephen Quinte, the owner of Reid's Dairy, is going to go in and teach me everything that there is to become a master ice cream connoisseur. Let's head inside. Reid's Dairy owner Stephen Quinte, thanks for having us in today. Longtime fan, big time milk guy. This place has been here forever, and you see every once in a while, a couple times a week, the big trucks out there. They're obviously bringing milk. What's the process to bring them into the building?
All right, so a tank load of milk is about 30 to 35,000 liters, and we receive many of those in a day. You see the trucks all the time backing in and out of the receiving bays here. Before we unload a load of milk, we actually grate it, and that's still a human aspect to it.
Right.
So a guy will literally get on top of that tank, open the hatch up, and he'll basically smell it, and he's trained.
The smell test.
Yes.
That's what does it.
Yeah.
So what happens?
You can tell some of the defects that you might have in a load of raw milk.
What could be an issue?
It could be like an animal odor or not clean. There's a whole bunch of, now it's been years for me, I took the course, but
right.
They know how to sort of diagnose a load of milk, and if it's a nice clean smell, it'll then go through some lab tests and we'll receive it into one of our 4 silos here in the receiving bay.
So there's almost a scientific process that has to go in for it before it comes into us.
It is standardized, the process, absolutely.
So you said there's tens of thousands of liters come in. Where do we go from dumping them here to getting them to the shelf?
Okay, so everything gets it's raw milk at this point. So this is post-pasteurization. We have to segregate this area, so it all gets put here and pumped into the main plant.
Can we go check it out? So we see this first container here, obviously fresh water being pumped in from the municipal source. How important is water to the process, and what's it used for?
Well, we use water primarily for flushing things out between products when we're processing. We also use it as an ingredient in some of our juices and things like that. It's a minor ingredient in some of our mixes that we produce as well. But water is mainly used for cleaning.
As far as the dairy drinks are concerned, we have cream, 3%, 2%, 1%. Obviously, that's a fat content, isn't it? Or how much fat is in the milk?
Yeah, it's just percentage of butter fat. The rest of it, you think about milk as being that various fat percentage. The rest of it is like skim milk. Right. It's as simple as that.
So if you were to take a percentage, what does it come in as if you weren't to take any fat out?
Yeah. So everything coming in the receiving bay comes in at 4% right off the farm. It's right around that 3.8 to 4%. And this machine over here, this is a milk separator. These things have been around forever, but it's a stack of discs and it spins at a high speed. What it does is it actually creates 2 streams. So that 4% milk comes in, one stream coming off is skim milk, the other one is 40% cream. We reblend in the cream to create 3 1/4, homo, 2%, 1%, and skim milk is just the other stream.
So tell me this, Stephen, you guys have obviously different things to roll out. Do you have a day that's 1% milk and then a 2% day, or how does it work?
So one production day we will do all the different fat varieties of milk, and we'll then go into some of our mixes, milkshake mix, ice cream mix. We do a whole series of those. And then we'll finish up with anything that has cocoa in it, so chocolate milk.
Oh yeah, the good stuff,
Yeah.
That's right.
So that is also a mixed product, but the 1% milk we processed earlier goes to a blend tank, gets sort of mixed with some sugar and some cocoa, and then gets reprocessed as chocolate milk, and then we package that.
What kind of numbers are we talking here as far as bags a day or 1 liter? Is there
Chocolate milk, for instance, a batch of chocolate milk on a given day might be around 20,000 liters.
That's a lot of chocolate.
It's a lot of chocolate.
So where do you guys go out to? Because I used to live in Kingston and I used to get my Reid's Dairy down there. Where do you guys service to?
Well, these guys here, so this is primarily hitting the schools, right? So we're now moving this product Toronto right through to Ottawa. So we are hitting the main population centers in Ontario.
We used to get these at our school. They were 50 cents a piece, and you got white or chocolate. But you guys have kept the prices pretty darn affordable since then. Why is milk still fairly affordable compared to other things that keep going up?
I would say because it's such a staple to our diet, and it's still, nutritionally, you can't beat this, right? As far as a family, a large family with young kids, consuming a lot of food, you're trying to get protein and all of the good things into these children. This is probably still the cheapest way to do it. Absolutely, you know, retailers, manufacturers like ourselves, there's a lot of volume still in this, and we can sort of keep our prices manageable.
So you guys obviously have the storefront here. What is summer like to be working at a Reid's Dairy, the main?
It's like a dream job, right?
Yeah.
It is, seriously. I love making new ice cream. That's my big thing, right? So all the time thinking up new flavors, listening to what people have to say. We have a couple new flavors this year. One is toasted coconut, and the other one is salted caramel.
Yeah.
And so good.
That's been forever. You go through the drive-thru, you go through the front entrance. Can we go see some ice cream or go see the Looney Shakes?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Back with Stephen, we're actually behind the counters now, and this is where all the magic, all the tasty stuff happens. There's a row of machines here. Run it down for me, all the stuff that you can make out of these contraptions here.
All right, so we've got basically 2 different types of machines. A shake machine where we do all of our Looney Shakes, and we have a soft serve machine.
So you look around the store, and I mean, we've got a ton of stuff. We've got cheeses here, we've got eggs, we've got almost a mini grocery store as far as it's concerned. You've got cakes, which you're now doing in-house. Unbelievable cakes. It really goes back to the Looney Shake, especially at summertime, doesn't it? See, we're actually getting them made. We're in the way of them right now. The Dollar Shake, how long has this been going on?
I'm going to say almost 30 years.
30 years, and you haven't changed the price. What is the difference between maybe soft serve ice cream and a shake?
Yeah, so you've got less butter fat in it, so it's around 2% butter fat, and a lot of the same ingredients, though. You know, when you're talking about milk and sugar and all these things that make a great ice cream, you make a great milkshake. So, yeah, and we still make the shakes the way we used to. We haven't changed the formula a bit, and we find that with so much demand for these, we end up having a limitation with the machines themselves. You know, we end up having to buy another machine or another machine because they just can't keep up with the lineups, right? And yeah, Looney Shakes.
So you've got the hard ice cream, you've got the soft ice cream. Does it start like this and finish soft, or how does that work?
Okay, yeah. No, we process a separate product. It's the mixes that supply these machines. And it doesn't matter whether it's here or any one of our customers' locations. If they own one of these, they would buy it in like a 10-liter bag. The mix would be poured into a hopper in the bottom of the machine.
Right.
And you have vanilla.
Here, get a look at this. There we go.
Vanilla and chocolate.
Okay.
So the mix right in there, it gets pumped up into the machine and frozen. Now, hard ice cream that you see that we scoop, we have a machine like this. It's just, 100 times bigger.
Right.
And so these little guys, they'll basically do the same thing except right on the spot. And yeah, when we make hard ice cream, it comes out soft like this. We put in all the nuts and inclusions and all the variegates and ripples and freeze it down hard. But it's the same process.
You started the tornadoes. Now, how long have they been around? Because I remember them in the teens in high school coming to get them. And they start with something like this, do they not? And then this.
So the tornadoes, they're probably maybe 20 years old.
Yeah.
And yeah, they start with soft ice cream, and we just literally blend in anything the customer wants. And, you know, I'm a big fan of caramels, so we actually make a couple of toppings here. The chocolate sauce and the hot caramel, both of those get blended into a tornado with, say, a caramel, chocolate caramel cup. And it's.
What if I wanted to get like a Toblerone bar or a Mars bar and you can just throw it in on top? That doesn't count as a sprinkle?
You can bring it in. We'll put it in for you.
See, thought I'd try. You know what? Come on in. We've got to make an ice cream right now. We're going to see this process being done. Ooh, I'm going to try this. This wasn't for sale, I hope.
No, we can make it.
It's not now, anyway. So that's the mixture. See, she did a perfect job.
Yeah.
Can I try doing one of those?
Yeah, sure.
See how bad it's going to be? Never done this before. We're going to try the cone. I might be wearing the cone of shame afterwards, so is...
So the middle handle is your twist, right?
Okay. So do you go slow or full? So which
You
way?
turn to the side. Side. Oh, no, I guess it's down.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, jeepers. Uh-oh. Anyone want an ice cream cone? Okay, so this is the hard ice cream, Stephen, and we've got the ever-famous waffle cone. The nice thing, you can get twice as much in these things, and then that's a treat in itself. So what's the kind we should make? Is there a most popular? Is there a personal favorite in this thing?
Well, I like the salted caramel. It's new this year, and it's man, it's good. It's very sweet, but it's excellent. So I'll get you one of these.
Okay. See, you're just trying to give me a brain headache. I've already had just looking at this ice cream. So salted caramel. So it comes from Reid's Dairy Milk. You add your own products in, and then you get the result here. That's why you have the 2-hour lines in the summer. So this is salted caramel, the brand new flavor. Oh, that's good.
It's good.
The key ingredient is milk.